What is up, everybody? You're checking out the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast, what the world is listening to. I'm your host, the Commodity Ant C, and you're checking out our WWE Friday Night SmackDown recap from September 29th, 2023, live in Sacramento, California. We start out with Jimmy Uso, Sikoa, and Paul Heyman coming out to the ring. Paul says, "We acknowledge our tribal chief, and so do each and every single one of you. We acknowledge him because it was in his name that the second greatest of all time took a beating from the bloodline that hasn't happened in over a decade. A little birdie told me that John Cena isn't having transportation issues tonight. You can't see John Cena because he is not here on SmackDown. AJ Styles isn't here because he's laying in a hospital bed." Jimmy then grabs the mic from Paul. Jimmy says, "Wise man, you're too kind. The real reason Cena isn't here is because he's scared of me. John, stay far away from us." Carl Anderson attacks Jimmy Uso. He yells it's personal and he wants him mad. Solo tells Jimmy to handle it, or he will handle it for him. And we got our first match, Jimmy Uso taking on Solo Sikoa. And in a really, really quick match here, Jay rakes Carl's eyes on the top rope. And then Jimmy nails a super kick and an Uso splash and gets a 3 count for the win. Sorry, Jimmy raked Carl's eyes. Afterwards, Carl and Jimmy brawl. Solo hits Carl with a Samoan spike. And then Mia Yim runs down. Jimmy trash talks Mia, and then Mia slaps a living taste on Jimmy's mouth. And Jimmy looks really pissed. Um, so Jimmy gets the win here, but Mia Yim gets the last lap, and Mia actually changed uh, her ex account name to like Will Smith and like other people who have slapped people. It was really funny. She really did slap him hard. We then see Santos Escobar being interviewed backstage. We get the Grayson Waller effect with Bobby Lashley. Waller says, "John Cena may be great, but he's not the greatest of all time. Tonight, Bobby Lashley is going to get the Grayson Waller rub." Lashley comes out, and Grayson says, "Maybe you need a team like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller." Lashley says, "I know Austin Theory and I'll pass." The Street Profits come out in suits. Lashley says, "You want something out of me, prove it." Lashley walks off, and then Waller calls Austin Theory out. We get our second match of the night, Austin Theory with Grayson Waller versus Cameron Grimes. We see Dragon Lee is in the crowd. Theory trashes him from ringside. This is a decent match and a lot of action here. Grayson yells at Cameron Grimes. Theory then tosses Grimes into the post on the floor and nails an A-Town down. And after that distraction, Austin Theory gets the victory. After Theory gets in Lee's face at ringside and the two argue. We then have Jimmy Uso attacking Ashanti Adonis backstage, and Solo puts him through a table. Jimmy screams, "You won't be Cena's partner." So it looks as if the bloodline is trying to delete anybody who could be partners with John Cena. We have the WWE United States Championship on the line next. The champion Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio defending against his partner and friend, LWO member Santos Escobar. Selena Vega is in the neutral corner here. We see during the match Jimmy and Solo destroy security guards backstage. This match went back and forth a true um, lucha classic here. Not a lot of jump and stuff, but it was a decent long match. The end comes after Santos goes for a phantom driver, but Ray rolls him up and gets a 3 count victory to retain the title. After the Street Profits attacked Ray and Santos, Bobby Lashley walks out and approves. Del Toro and Wild run out and get destroyed by Profits and Lashley. So Bobby Lashley finally approves of this new side of the Street Profits. And then the LWO are backstage in the trainer's room, and they challenge the Street Profits with Bobby Lashley to a match at Fastlane. We get a promo for Jade Cargill joining WWE, former AEW TBS champion, is now going to be a member of WWE. Huge news here. Excited to see what she's going to do here. And I think definitely I could see her going up against Bianca Belair. That would be good to see. We see John Cena arriving in the arena in a Mustang. That was cool. We get an Elton Strong promo where Elton friends his training again, separated his shoulder back. very funny. It's almost like an 80s like workout montage. We then get Charlotte Flair taking on Bayley with damage control. Charlotte grabs a mic and says, "What happened to you, Bayley? You've become a stepping stone. Well, I'm the measuring stick. After I beat you, I'm challenging Io Sky for the title." So these two fight. The end comes after Bayley, Charlotte Flair nails a spear and gets a 3 count on Bayley. After Bayley says damage control is going to end you, Asuka runs out and damage control backs off. Asuka speaks in Japanese and Bayley says, "Okay, you want a 3-way at Fastlane with Charlotte Flair, you and Io, you got it." So Bayley approves on Io's behalf. So it's official. We'll see Charlotte Flair versus Asuka versus the WWE Women's Champion Io Sky at Fastlane. We then get our final segment of the night. John Cena comes out with a contract. Cena says, "I wanted a match, but the Bloodline didn't like that. They left me knocked out, but they left me with a signed contract with Fastlane. I don't have a partner. Now I have a choice. I can rip up the contract or I can stand and fight." He says, "I will honor this contract. If I don't find a partner, I'll fight the Bloodline by myself." That's when the Bloodline comes out. Jamie says, "Look who finally showed up. We sent a message. If you team with John Cena, you getting taken out by the Bloodline. You're not making it to Fastlane." Cena punches Jimmy. He goes for the FU to Solo, but Jimmy super kicks Cena. They nail running hip attacks, and then they place John Cena on the table. But LA Knight runs out. LA Knight takes out the Bloodline and nails a huge move to Solo Sikoa, power slam to Jimmy, and an elbow drop. LA Knight signs the contract. Cena looks surprised, but it's official. John Cena and LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso at Fastlane. These two huge stars teaming up. It's going to be a great night. With that, we are less than a week away now from Fastlane. I'm excited. It's going to be a great show. We have to get through Raw and SmackDown, but we are on our road. Stay safe and stay uncensored.